that the bourse has shown some strength. Take us through which stocks pulling the market up today.
Hi, Fenly. Thanks for having me. On the bourse, like you actually said, moved up a bit. You saw a total number of 46 gainers and 24 losers, while the rest remained flat for the on the bourse. Basically, you saw some activities in the banking sectors also, and across the blue chips companies actually moving the index up. On the general sentiment, we think, like we've always postulated, that right now you get to see companies coming in on good buys prices, and you might see some drop coming in terms of speculative profit taking. But on the general trend, we continue to see the bearish run actually continue on the bourse for most of the remaining part of this week, Fenly.
All right, since you're a currency expert, take us through what is the trend like on the Naira at the moment.
On the Naira, we actually saw the Naira actually gaining against the greenback for today's trade, closing close to about 100 kobo lower than where it opened today. This is on the back of the fact that market participants generally interpreted CBN's action at the auction today to mean that at any point in time, the central bank is able to meet up the demand for foreign exchange by the consumers, by the end users. That, of course, signals that we expect some kind of stability in the currency. Also, on the other side of it is the fact that we've had a few oil companies coming into the market today. That has tended to boost the liquidity on the dollar Naira market, and as such, we follow the general trend of expecting some appreciation on the market and actually closing on a stable level. On the general note, we think CBN will be able to meet all the demand at the auction. We foresee that at any point in time, CBN will be able to meet whatever demand that the end users of Forex come up with at the auction window, and also we expect that good oil earnings will also translate into increased revenues for the oil majors, and we expect to see that coming into the market also. So on a general level, we would actually say the currency will be on a stable level, given a band of plus or minus 20 kobo to trade within the range for the rest of the week. Fenly.
Well, the Nigerian interbank rates have dipped. Take us through the effects of it right now.
The Nigerian interbank rates actually continue at the low levels of 2% or thereabouts. For the secured money, trading about 2.5% or below, and for the unsecured money overnight on the short term, trading less than 3%. This largely is due to the Federal Allocation Committee, the injection of statutory allocation for the government, and this has put in so much money. I guess from Friday's figures, the market actually was up about 300 billion naira or thereabouts, so that's some huge amount of money. We do not see this money leaving the system immediately, or outside of the WDAS and the securities auctions coming up later part of this week. So we think for the start of this week, the rates will continue at these levels, between 2 and 3%. Perhaps towards the end of the week, barring any unforeseen circumstances, we might see the rate inching up. But on a general note, we actually think on the average for this month of January, the Naira rates are actually going to remain, I'd say at about, on the average, about 5-6% on both secured and unsecured money. Fenly.
Nwabueze, do you expect the currency to gain some positive momentum sometime soon?
It might, but we really would actually put it on a band level. I actually do not think it would go beyond half a percentage point trading on a momentum basis on either way for the remaining part of this week, even for the remaining part of the month. The back of that actually is being the signal given by the central bank to actually show that I'm ready at any point in time to meet the demand of end users for Forex, and based on that assumption, we think the market will actually trade within a range, knowing that at any point in time the CBN is ready as a lender, as a last resort for foreign exchange, ready to come into the market to supply liquidity into the market.
And what's the short-term and the long-term outlook for the currency this year?
On the short term, we actually see a tight range of stability. I do not think would go into the levels that we saw last week, where the Naira was trading about 150, 150, 60 or thereabout. But we know that these things really are driven by the demand by the end users, and a gap of 1 day or two might see Naira pushing up to those levels. But average here, I think we would see Naira about 150.50 there about on the short term. On the longer term, would go with the CBN postulation that they will continue to maintain the exchange rate within a plus or minus 3% band, and that's where we take it on.